picture this. A man loses everything. His wife, his 2 young sons, murdered brutally by enemy soldiers during wartime. Most people would break, but not this man. He becomes death itself. Over 300 enemy soldiers fall by his hand. They call him Koschei, the Immortal, the legend everyone fears. But legends, they have unfinished business, and revenge, it never truly ends. This is Sisu, Road to Revenge.
The year is 1944. World War II is finally over. Finland has signed a peace treaty, but peace comes at a terrible cost. The terms force Finland to give up huge portions of territory to the Soviet Union. 420,000 Finns are displaced. They must abandon their homes, their land, their memories. Most of them are from Guerilla, and most will never see home again. Among the displaced is a man named Atami Korpi, but Atami is no ordinary refugee. He's a legend, a ghost story that Soviet soldiers whisper about in the dark. They call him Koschei the Immortal, a Finnish commando who killed over 300 Red Army soldiers. But why did he become this killing machine? The answer is tragic. A Soviet strike team led by a man named Yegor Dragunov crossed into Finnish territory. They burned villages, killed civilians without mercy. Among their victims, Atami's family, his wife Tuliki, his 6-year-old son Otava, his 2-year-old son Otso. Dragunov's team didn't just kill them, they chopped them into pieces with a shovel to save bullets. That act created a monster. Atami transformed from a simple man into an unstoppable force of vengeance. Cut to the Soviet Union. A high-ranking officer calls Yegor Dragunov into his office. The news isn't good. Atami Korpi has entered Soviet territory 10 hours ago. The legend they created is coming for revenge, and he's heading home, back to Guerilla, back to where his family was murdered. The officer gives Dragunov an ultimatum. Clean up your mess. Destroy the legend you created. Do this and you'll return home a rich man. Fail? Well, failure isn't an option. Dragunov accepts. He gathers his team, hardened soldiers who've seen every kind of horror war can offer. They know they're hunting something dangerous, but they're confident. After all, Atami is just one man, right? Atami crosses into Soviet territory. He's traveling with minimal supplies, just the essentials, and one precious item, a photograph, the only thing left from his life before, his family, his home, his reason for existing. Soviet border guards stop him. They check his passport. One guard examines the photo Atami carries. He recognizes something. This isn't just any refugee. This is someone special. But before they can react properly, Dragunov's team arrives. They've been tracking him. Dragunov studies the photograph. He smirks. The legend has been homesick. This photo is all that remains of Atami's life before the tragedy. Dragunov orders his men forward. The hunt begins.
The chase begins through harsh Soviet wilderness. Atami moves like a ghost. He knows the terrain. More importantly, he knows how soldiers think. He's been one of the best. Dragunov's team spreads out. They're searching systematically, but Atami stays one step ahead. One soldier spots movement. He signals the others. They converge carefully. Dragunov warns them. This one is a crafty old motherfucker. Keep your eyes open. The soldiers advance through dense forest. Suddenly, a trap springs. Atami has set up ambush positions. Soldiers fall. The hunter becomes the hunted. Dragunov realizes his mistake. They're not hunting a broken old man seeking closure. They're facing a tactical genius who survived impossible odds before. One soldier panics, starts moving. Dragunov hisses at him, "Keep very still." But it's too late. Atami strikes from the shadows. Another soldier down. Dragunov curses. He told them to keep still, but fear makes men stupid, and Atami uses fear like a weapon. Atami needs transport. He can't walk all the way to his old home. He ambushes a military truck, takes out the driver, loads his few possessions, and drives deeper into Soviet territory, heading toward Guerilla, toward home. Dragunov's team finds the abandoned checkpoint, bodies everywhere. They realize Atami now has a vehicle. This changes everything. He's moving faster, but vehicles leave tracks. They can follow him. Dragunov radios for support. He needs more men, more firepower. The legend is proving harder to kill than expected. His superior approves reinforcements, but warns him, failure means death, not just for Dragunov, for everyone involved. Dragunov's expanded team finds the truck. It's been abandoned, crashed, or deliberately left behind. They search the area carefully, looking for a body, but there's no corpse. Atami survived. Again. The cargo is also gone. Whatever supplies Atami took, he's carrying them now. Dragunov pieces it together. Atami is still heading home to Finland, to Guerilla, to the land that was stolen from him. This stubborn motherfucker won't stop, won't turn back. This isn't just about revenge anymore. It's about going home, one last time. They track him through the wilderness. The gap is closing. Atami is old, tired, human. Eventually, he'll make a mistake. Eventually, they'll catch him. Dragunov sets up a massive ambush. He's learned from his mistakes. No more small teams. No more underestimating the target. He positions men in a wide perimeter, overlapping fields of fire, escape routes blocked. When Atami walks into this trap, he won't walk out. They wait. Hours pass. Then, movement. Atami appears. He's cautious, but moving forward. Dragunov gives the order. Hold your position. Let him get closer. Closer. Now. Unleash hell. Gunfire erupts from every direction. Trees splinter. Dirt explodes. It's overwhelming firepower. Nothing could survive this. The shooting continues for what feels like forever. Finally, silence. Dragunov's men advance carefully, checking the kill zone. But there's no body. Somehow, impossibly, Atami escaped. He read the ambush, saw it coming, and slipped away like smoke. The legend of Koschei the Immortal grows stronger.
The hunt becomes personal. Dragunov is frustrated, angry. His reputation is on the line. His life is on the line. He drives his men harder. They track Atami to a small settlement. Soviet citizens living in the disputed territories. People who took over Finnish homes after the displacement. Atami moves through the area like a shadow. He's close to his destination now. So close he can almost see it. His old home, his old life. But Dragunov's team surrounds the settlement. There's no easy way out this time. A firefight erupts, close quarters, house to house. Atami uses the environment brilliantly. Every corner is a trap, every doorway a kill zone. Dragunov's men die one by one, professional soldiers reduced to amateur prey. Dragunov himself joins the fight. He's skilled, experienced, ruthless. But Atami is something else entirely. They clash in brutal close combat, knives, fists, desperation. Finally, Atami gains the upper hand. He could kill Dragunov, should kill him, but he doesn't, not yet. He has something more important to do first. Atami breaks away from the fight. He runs toward his destination, the place where his family died, where his old home stood. He reaches it as the sun sets, and his heart breaks all over again. There's nothing left. The house is gone. The logs were taken, used as railroad ties, buried in frozen ground, just like Dragunov promised would happen, just like the peace treaty allowed. His home has been erased, as if it never existed. Atami stands in the empty space, where his children played, where his wife smiled, where he was happy. All gone, replaced by nothing. The displacement didn't just take land, it took memories, identity, history. But Dragunov isn't finished. He's been tracking Atami, and now he has him, surrounded, captured. The legend finally falls. Dragunov's men drag Atami to a holding area. They've won. The Immortal has been caught. Dragunov approaches. He wants to savor this moment. He begins talking, confessing. He admits he's killed so many women and children he can't remember specific people, just screaming,
crying, begging. Faces blur together in his memory, except for one face, one small boy, Atomi's son, Otava. Dragunov remembers him because the boy fought back. 6 years old, and he produced a knife from thin air, almost took Dragunov's eye. Tough little fucker, Dragunov says, would have made any father proud. The boy tried so hard to protect his little brother and mother. Then Dragunov describes how they killed them, chopped them into small pieces with an iron shovel, left the bodies for stray dogs to eat. He's taunting Atomi, trying to break him completely. Dragunov explains that Atomi is a mistake, an aberration, a byproduct of his work, a weed in his field. And now Atomi will be sent to Siberia, to the gulags, where they'll beat the legend out of him until nothing remains, not even a memory. And Siberia, Dragunov says with a cruel smile, is a very bad place to be immortal.
Atomi is loaded onto a prison train, heading east to Siberia, to a fate worse than death, slow torture, endless suffering, the destruction of everything he was and could be. The train moves through the night, guarded heavily, but something goes wrong. An accident, a derailment, or maybe not an accident at all. The train crashes, chaos erupts, guards scramble, prisoners panic. In the confusion, Atomi makes his move. He's injured but functional, and he's done being captured, done being hunted. He fights through the wreckage, taking out guards, finding weapons. The legend isn't dead, not even close. Atomi doesn't run away. He turns back, toward Dragunov, toward the men who destroyed his life. If he's going down, he's taking them with him, all of them. He becomes the hunter again, picking off Dragunov's men one by one, using guerrilla tactics, hit-and-run attacks, psychological warfare, everything he learned as a commando, everything that made him a legend. Dragunov realizes too late what's happening. The roles have reversed. He's no longer the hunter, he's the prey, and his predator is unstoppable. Dragunov's forces dwindle. One by one, his men fall. Some desert, some die fighting, some simply disappear into the wilderness, never seen again. The legend is real, and it's coming for their commander. Dragunov fortifies his position, calls for more reinforcements, but deep down he knows no amount of men will stop what's coming. You can't kill a legend with bullets. You can't stop revenge with violence. Atomi infiltrates Dragunov's compound. It's heavily defended. Dozens of soldiers, machine gun nests, searchlights, defenses everywhere. But Atomi has nothing left to lose. Death doesn't scare him anymore. He's been dead inside since his family was murdered. The assault begins at night. Explosions, gunfire, screaming. Atomi moves through the compound like death incarnate, unstoppable, relentless. Men fall before him. Some try to surrender, but there's no mercy tonight. This is about justice, about balance, about finishing what Dragunov started. Finally, Atomi reaches Dragunov. They stand face to face, the man who murdered children and the father seeking vengeance. Dragunov tries to appear confident, but fear flickers in his eyes. He knows what's coming. They fight, brutal, personal. Every blow carries years of pain, years of loss. Dragunov is skilled, but Atomi is motivated by something stronger than skill, something primal. Dragunov asks mockingly, "Was that your revenge? I expected something legendary." He's trying to buy time, trying to find an advantage, but Atomi isn't interested in talking anymore. The fight intensifies, close quarters, knives, fists, teeth, everything is a weapon. Dragunov lands solid hits. Atomi is old, tired, injured, but he won't stop, can't stop. His family's ghosts drive him forward. Atomi finally gains the upper hand. He disarms Dragunov, pins him down. This is it, the moment he's been waiting for. Years of planning, years of hunting, all leading to this. Dragunov stares up at him, defiant to the end. He spits, "Look at me," like he's daring Atomi to finish it, like he's proud of what he did. No remorse, no regret, just cruelty. Atomi raises his weapon, a shovel,
the same tool Dragunov used on his family. The symbolism isn't lost on either of them. Dragunov's eyes widen. Finally, fear. Real fear. "Any last words?" Atami asks. His first words in the entire confrontation. Dragunov tries to speak, tries to beg or bargain or curse, but nothing comes out. Just strangled sounds. Atami doesn't wait. "Spit it out," he says coldly. Then delivers justice. Act 16. Help arrives. As Atami finishes his revenge, he hears something. Vehicles approaching. More enemies? He prepares for one final stand. He's too tired to run, too injured to fight effectively, but he'll die on his feet. But the vehicles stop. Men get out, and Atami recognizes them. Fellow Finns, refugees like him, people who lost everything to the same war, the same peace treaty, the same displacement. One of them speaks. "We thought you might need some help." They've been following his trail, following the legend drawn by the story of one man standing against impossible odds, inspired by his refusal to accept defeat. They didn't come to fight. They came to witness, to support, to remind Atami he's not alone, that his loss is their loss, his fight is their fight. His revenge, it gave them all something: hope, pride, defiance. Atami stands among his people, surrounded by those who understand his pain. His journey isn't really about going home. You can't go home when home no longer exists. It's about refusing to let those who destroyed everything have the final word. The legend of Koschei the Immortal was born from tragedy, fed by revenge, but it ends with something unexpected: community, solidarity, the recognition that one man's stand against injustice can inspire an entire people. Dragunov was wrong about one thing. Atami wasn't a mistake or an aberration. He was inevitable. When you take everything from someone, when you destroy what they love most, you create something that can't be stopped, won't be stopped. The film ends with Atami looking toward Finland, toward the future. He's carried out his revenge, paid his debts to the dead, and now he can finally rest. Or maybe, just maybe, begin again. "No need to say anything," one of his fellow Finns says, because some truths don't require words. Some stories tell themselves, and some legends live forever. This is Sisu Road to Revenge, a story about loss, about vengeance, about what happens when you push a good man too far, and about how legends are made not by what we gain, but by what we refuse to lose.